dancers and dance families. So I thought I would do a video kind of explaining our email as well as the email, because I know some people are more auditory learners and some people are more visual learners. So the more ways we communicate this, the better. So I'm just going to go through the email and I'm going to kind of talk through what it says and add anything that I think of that I didn't include, and then I'll do another video, probably another walkthrough at the Grand as well as our outdoor location to kind of give us, just cover every base that we can cover, because this is, we're in the home stretch. So the email starts this week, our weekly update, with hair and makeup specs and clarifications. I know that some of your teachers have made slight adjustments or changes, and so the document that I've attached is the last thing that I've heard. That doesn't mean that's what your teacher has asked for most recently. So if your teacher has asked for something different than what is in here, double check that with them. Because occasionally a teacher will be like, oh yeah, let's just wear black socks, but they don't think to tell me. And that's totally fine, but then I can't tell you the right thing because I don't know the right thing. I will tell you exactly what I know for sure. And then if you have questions, I'll make sure to communicate with the teacher and with you, and you communicate with the teacher as well. Just to make sure we're all on the same page and have extras of everything and all of that. So basically, still wear your stage makeup. And this goes for, I had an email that I didn't think about answering before. If you're going to wear a mask for filming, you can still do your eye stage makeup, but you don't have to worry about like lipstick, because obviously we won't see it. And remember, you can wear a mask for filming. There is nothing wrong with that. It doesn't need to match your costume. You don't need anything specific. If you need to wear a mask for safety, you wear it. That's okay. I will wear my mask the whole time, but I'm also not on camera, so it doesn't matter. Stage makeup is like street makeup, which is like what you wear every day, but a little heavier. Up close, you should look a little drag queeny or a little clowny. I have a pretty good tutorial I just sent to a family if you need a video of how to do stage makeup, but basically just everything darker and heavier than what you usually do. Any of our older girls can wear false eyelashes if you want to, you don't have to. And then all of the stage makeup obviously is based on your skin tone. The way I do stage makeup, I'm a vampire, so I can use lighter colors and get away with it, but if you're darker complected, obviously you're gonna need to use darker and highlight differently. So we'll find a tutorial or find somebody that can help you, that can get you looking the way you need to for stage, because we want to be able to see your face when you're on stage. Also, generally, you don't want anything too shimmery because that just looks like sweat on stage. The glitter doesn't show up as glitter, it shows up as like grease. So just something to bear in mind. Hair should be in a clean middle height bun. When I say middle height, I mean the back of your head, so we maybe see a little bit of it from the front if you're looking straight forward, but right in the middle of your head. Your ponytail should be in the middle of the back of your head. Anybody can do this with hair that's like chin length or longer, just pull it back. If it's super short, just make sure it's not gonna get in your face, because we wanna see your face. You can do this with dreadlocks, you can do it with braids, you can do it with twists. Just as long as it's clean and back from your head and twisted up together and pinned securely. The only reason we wear buns is so we see your neckline, and so we see your costume or your leotard, so we see your face and so your hair doesn't get in your face. It's just, that's the easiest way to keep your hair up and out of your face. So, bun, clean, lots of hairspray. Don't be afraid of the hairspray. Make sure you have shoes that fit. A lot of my itty bitties have grown, so make sure you have shoes that fit. And if you don't have shoes that fit, check with us. We're out of stock with some things, but we have some used shoes, and then double check with people you know that maybe aren't in the same class that could wear the same size, and we can share shoes and Lysol them in between. Obviously, no COVID, but we can find you shoes that fit. Make sure that everything still fits, because we've been gone a little bit. If you need undergarments, totally fine, not an issue. Make sure they're nude. Make sure there aren't any big seams that show through your costume. Dance costumes are often thin, so make sure you're getting seamless so we don't see weird lines on your body through your costume. Dancers with bigger busts probably do want a bra under their dance costume, because dance costumes are not supportive. Nude with clear or nude straps are great. Make sure that they're good and supportive, because we'd rather you all dance comfortably than, not, obviously. Then if you're sharing a costume, you want to wear briefs. I don't think that happens in this show, but like for Nutcracker, especially if we're sharing a tutu, make sure you're wearing nude briefs or a nude thong underneath it, so we're not getting into weird territory with that. Generally, we don't need bras or panties or anything under it, but if you're gonna do it, nude is the best. And skin tone, nude, I mean skin tone, for your skin tone. Tights. This is a big, important conversation that's highlighted in the email. So, the dance world is very slowly changing, and a lot of things have been pushed to the forefront just with the racial discussions that have been talking, and I've been involved in a lot of online seminars and a lot of online discussions. I've read everything that I can, and we've been doing this, but I want to be extra clear about it. Pink tights are kind of a vestige of ballet as it used to be. Ballet has historically been a white thing, and it's not anymore. And if it is, it's actively trying to not be, and we are certainly trying to not be. So pink tights are representative of white skin. Generally, you want your tights to match your upper body. We wear tights because that's like it's a safety thing, it's a sleek thing, then you don't see any like little bumps and bruises and stuff on your legs. Pink tights look closer to white skin. Again, I'm a vampire. I look pretty much like pink ballet tights do. But if a dancer of color, a black dancer or a brown dancer is wearing pink tights, that's fine if they want to. But it also disrupts their line. In dance, we're usually looking to make long, beautiful, lengthened lines. So we see all the way from upper body to lower body. We can see the shapes that we're making in space. So especially for ballet, this is the one that it affects the most. If you are a dancer of color, if you are a black or brown dancer of any age, you are allowed to, and I would say encouraged to, wear tights that are close to your skin tone. They should match your upper body. So we see your whole body, we see the lines you're creating. We have a lot in stock. We're doing the best we can. That doesn't mean they're gonna match your skin tone, because there's a lot of skin tones and the dance world has not caught up enough. And as they become more available, we'll stock more availably. But you want, it's complicated and it's hard for me to talk about, and I don't mean to sound like I know all the answers, because I don't. Generally, you want your tights to match your upper body, and if you're gonna wear tights that are closer to your skin tone, your shoes also need to be in that same color family. That's trickier. We don't stock a lot of shoes right now that are in different skin tones. I can help you pancake them, and pancaking is where you take your foundation, like that you would wear on your face, and you kind of paint your shoes with them. It works really well on point shoes. A lot of dancers have had to do it for a long time. There are companies that are making point shoes that are in multiple colors. We don't have those right now. They're not as widely available. As they become available, we will. But if you choose to wear nude or skin tone tights, then you'll want shoes that match, or else you'll have this beautiful, long, continuous line from your upper body to your lower body and this big, pink, shiny shoe. And we don't want that. So it is all that I'm trying to say. Get to the point, Amanda, is if you wear skin tone, if you choose to do it, make sure you have skin tone shoes. And if you need help with that, we'll help. But if you choose to wear pink, that's also totally viable. That's totally valid. But don't feel like you have to. Dancers of any color. Because we're moving away from the traditional tutu pink tights look. And that's good. That's the right thing. And you shouldn't, I don't want anybody to feel singled out either way. So if you're an older dancer and you're gonna feel more comfortable in pink tights and match everybody else in your class that's white, that's fine. And I'm not gonna make you. But if you want to wear tights that reflect your skin tone, that's totally valid, and I encourage you to do it, and I'll help you do it. Same with our suntan tights for all of our other classes that are not ballet. So acro and tap and jazz and contemporary and musical theater. Musical theater is a little different because you all have tights included in your costume. But for those, we wear suntan is what we call them. So they're a shade darker than your upper body. And we do have several in stock that are different colors, and they're stirrups. So they go under the arch of your foot. They're not a full foot tight. But we have those. And the same rules apply. If you want to wear suntan, light suntan is mostly what we have for our white dancers. If you want to wear those, cool. And if you want to wear a darker one to reflect your skin tone, that's also totally fine. But that's a complicated conversation, and it's a complicated subject, and we're here to help as best we can. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Moving on from that, we do have some rehearsals on Saturday and Monday. We have our regular Saturday classes like we always do. So my tiny twirlers in the morning, and then I have 3 different groups of our older kids, levels 4 through 6, to go through our big group pieces. A lot of your teachers have asked for additional time, and you've had emails about that. So double check whether you have rehearsal on Saturday. And then same thing on Monday. I have my level 1s because I think we could use it, and I have my level 3s because I think we could use it. And then I also have End of the Party in Duchess's house for my oldest kids because we need an extra rehearsal because we were missing people last week. I don't feel like my level 2s need another rehearsal, and I don't feel like my tiny twirlers need another rehearsal. If you all feel differently, you let me know and we'll find a time to do it. Then we also have our little younger acro, so the little characters and the little caterpillars have acro with Miss Susanna because you all film Tuesday. And the jazz classes that Miss Brittany has will still happen on Monday. So that's Painting the Roses Red and the Fish and Frog Footman. If you feel like you need an additional rehearsal, all you have to do is ask. All of us are available. All of us are ready. As long as we can fit it time-wise into our schedule, we can do it. And for the most part, we're done filming pretty early all this week, so we can add additional rehearsals as needed. The shooting schedule is also on here. We signed our contract and sent it in, and everything's settled, so we can use Liberty Hall. We're going to use the Orlando Brown House lawn. That's just a couple blocks, so that's super easy for us to get there and move everything. It'll be welcoming and comfortable for the dancers. We all know where to park. That's easy. There's bathrooms. There's 1 bathroom on site, so we have that for our little dancers. And then for our older dancers, if you have breaks, you can walk back to the studio if you needed to use our facilities for anything. And then we're at the Grand, which is our home theater, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Double and triple check the schedule, because if every single piece has 20 minutes, which is what we tried to do, that's 14 hours of shooting. So if we fall behind anywhere, we really don't have the ability to stay longer in the theater and have the videographers stay longer. We just can't. So if you're late, there's not a lot we can do. So know where you're supposed to be and know that you're ready and be there a little early, because we just can't be flexible on that, because we're working with the videographer schedule and our own schedule and the Grand schedule, or the Orlando Brown House lawn schedule. So there's a lot of moving pieces, so we gotta be on top of that. We'll send another email out and probably do a walkthrough video of how it'll work at the Grand and how it'll work at the lawn, so you'll know exactly where to come in, how to do your self-reporting check, and where to go and wait, and where you'll film. Because we have to be strict on all of these COVID guidelines. We can't get anybody sick. We can't risk anybody, but also we can't, if one dancer gets sick, that shuts down the whole studio, and there's no option. It'll be really hard to find another time to be able to do this video. So we need to be extra vigilant, because health is first, studio is second, yeah? So the shooting schedule is broken down into basically 20-minute blocks, unless we're doing 2 pieces that somehow interact or that use the same dancers, and then we'll have a 40-minute block to do both of those pieces. Double and triple check, ask all the questions, there's no shame in that. Also on Thursday evening, we're gonna do a live stream of our seniors, either old footage of them and then them being recognized on the Grand stage, or if they have a prepared solo or group dance that they've created that they want to share with us, we'll do that. We're live streaming it because obviously we can't have everybody related to them and involved in the studio be present for that, but we want to give everybody the opportunity to see our seniors. I think it's really important for our younger dancers to see what they can become and see their role models and see people that they love dancing. So we're going to do that at 6 on our social media. Our oldest dancers, our 4 through 6 dancers, are welcome to stay and watch. observing social distancing, and then our seniors' immediate families are also invited to come physically and see them. But it's important to give our seniors a good send-off, even though this isn't the performance that we intended. And then the last thing is, it just says questions, ask them. All your questions are valid. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The dance world's real weird and has a lot of institutional knowledge that we as dance educators and dancers don't always remember to relay to people that aren't dance educators or dancers. So there is no such thing as a stupid question. There's no apologies needed. If something's not clear, tell us, because then we know we need to make that clearer in the future, and we make sure that everybody knows what's going on. It is much more important that I answer the same question 500 times than we have one person that doesn't know what's going on and throws a wrench in the whole works. It is more important that everybody knows what's going on. And this should be fun, and this should be about our dancers, and this should be about creating a performance space and creating something beautiful. And I don't want there to be unnecessary stress about like knowing where things are, understanding the schedule, or understanding stage makeup, or whatever it is. Please ask your questions. That is my job, to answer them. That's your instructor's job, to answer them. We want to make sure you know. So that's the whole email that we had. That was a long video. I'm so sorry for talking this long. I also wanted to take a minute to remind you all that we as performers, this is for our dancers especially, and our creators, we have an important job, especially when things are difficult, especially when the world is kind of shut down still, and when things are uncertain, and when there's so much social and political strife. It is our job to create beauty. It is our job to give other people the permission to enjoy something. When we're creating this video, yes, you all deserve it. You deserve to dance. You deserve to show what you've learned. You deserve to wear your costume and have a moment to be special. Your parents deserve to see what they paid for. And your families deserve to see you shine. Your instructors deserve to see their choreography performed. They deserve to see their hard work recognized. But also our audience deserves to have a couple hours where they can just totally lose themselves in something. And that's what we're here to provide. If nothing else, we can give everybody a couple hours to just enjoy a story and see something pretty. And I think it's also a really powerful statement that it's women. Your teachers are all women, weirdly. So that's really powerful that it's woman created and woman run, like girl power. That's awesome. And then it's also really powerful that we have so many different kinds of dancers. We have all races, all genders, all gender identities, and we're all coming together to do something. And that's really powerful regardless of what you personally believe and regardless of what any affiliation you have with any political party or whatever. It's really powerful to see people come together and create. So never think that this is frivolous, and never think that it's less than, because it's super important, and what we do matters, and I'm proud of you. All right, that's enough talking for one day. If you have questions, again, ask them. Next week is a big week. I'm sure I will make more videos to make sure we get through all of that. If anything's unclear, you ask. So I will see you guys in the coming week. Here we go.